Okay, hello everyone to my new video, and I am going to show you how we can interface a passive infrared sensor PIR sensor with a PIC microcontroller. So here we have a project over here. On your right, you can see here PIR sensor, and it is a sensor that detects. It's usually used for detecting. But for movement for it's used for movement detection, so it detects the movement. Okay, now here on the left, as you can see, I have an LCD that works, and if there is no movement of detected by this sensor, it won't say anything. However, if this sensor detects any object, movement. If the sensor detects a movement, then here I will have on LCD written movement detected, and 5 LEDs are going to glow. So here I'm gonna move my hand over here, and as you can see here on LCD I have movement detected, and all LEDs are gonna glow on port D, and it lasts for 5 seconds. And after that, all clear until I move my hand over here, and then yeah, it says movement detected. So I'll show you the code, the schematic, and that's it. So let's get started. Okay, so here now you can see on my right the PIR sensor. So it basically has a voltage input of 5 volts, a ground 0, and it has an output. Nothing special about the output. It only generates a logical one where if it detects a movement, and if there is no movement detected, it is 0. And this is basically what I have in this. This is the particular one that I used in the beginning of the video. It's really cheap. You can buy it for $1.50 on the internet. That's what I paid for this particular sensor. So here, let's go to the schematic over here. Now, unfortunately, the Protos doesn't have a PIR sensor, so I put here a logical state over here. So when I click one, it means it's like when a pipe, it's like PIR sensor detected a movement, and if it's 0, there is no movement. And yeah, so here is the project over here. When there is a logical 0, so let's pretend that this is a PIR sensor output over here where it was. Just a second. Man, I know I'm boring. So here is the output. So let's say here we have an output. So if it's logical 0, so there is no movement in real life, then LCD here is gonna write all clear. But if I bring logical 1 over here, then on LCD I have movement detected, and on all the LED pins on port D are gonna flash. So I bring a logical high, logical 1 on all of these pins over here when a movement is detected. So let's see the code. Okay, at the beginning over here I have the basic. I know if you didn't watch the video clip where I interfaced the LCD, please watch it. So this is basically connecting the pins on the LCD with to the microcontroller. Okay, so here is the beginning of the program, void main. So this is where all the fun stuff happens. Ansel and Ansel H, so it means all analog input output pins are configured. All input output pins that can be digital or analog are configured as digital. Okay, now try C F0 here. On RC0 I put an input. So RC0 here is configured as an input. So this is an input. Okay, tries D is it all output. So if I put 0 all output, and at the beginning I put port D is equal to 0. Okay, now here I initialize the LCD, I clear the LCD, and I don't use the cursor. Okay, so that's basic stuff. Now I have a while loop, so this is a forever loop, and now I have if statements. So if I have a logical one on port Z or RC0, if I have a logical one, first I clear the LCD. I know it doesn't make sense now, but I will delete it and then you will see the problem in Protos or in real life. Then I read in the first row, first column, I write movement. On the second row, first column, I write detected, and port D is gonna be all illogical one, and that is for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds I clear the LCD and port D goes to 0. So that is first if statement. Now the other if statement, else if port C is equal, the RC0 is equal to logical 0, then it writes all clear, as you can see over here where there is a logical 0. So this is an easy code. I just want to teach you how to learn how to use sensors. Now I said that this here will make a problem. So if I delete it over here, build a program, you will see one problem over here. Okay, now when I upload the hex file to Protos, here it says all clear. Sorry, now I have a bug. All clear. And when I bring a logical one over here, there is movement R detected. So that is a problem. Why? Because I didn't clear here the LCD, so it remembers this R letter. I hope you understand it. So it remembers this R. So that's why I put here first it clears it, I don't know, lasts for 5 microseconds, and then I have movement detected. So that is why I put here LCD clear. So when I bring the code over here, you will see now everything's gonna be alright. So all clear, and then I have movement detected. I don't have that R, movement R. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this and you learned something how to use PIR sensor. It's really easy, and you know, you can make something else. You don't have to exactly copy the code. You try to do something on your own, or try to mix it a little bit. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.